Congratulations on Supreme making it for 30 years. That is insane.
Fauntleroy, you cad, you know we owe most of it to you anyway.
And one more surprise to celebrate. I'm bringing in a good old friend of yours, Tremaine Emery.
Hello, Jebya. Tremaine, you son of a bitch, what are you doing here?
How dare you speak to Virgil's friend in that tone?
No one cares about Virgil anymore.
Oh, that's rich coming from the person who's made the same t-shirts for 30 years.
Come on, guys, you gotta get along here. This is the 30th anniversary of Supreme. James, what did you decide to do for the 30th anniversary?
We decided to release a book with every t-shirt we've ever made.
Awesome. That is amazing. Super. Tremaine, what did you decide to do?
Well, Fonty, I decided to pay an homage to Supreme with this hoodie that implies it's racist.
Oh, looks like he was disconnected. Guess we can't figure out what he was about to say.
I feel like I'm chosen. I'm covered in gold.
Welcome back, friends, to another edition of Fauntleroy's Finest, and today we're going to talk about Supreme's Week 11, the 30th anniversary of Supreme.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
That's right, 30 years ago today, Supreme opened its doors, eventually giving us the first 3 t-shirts that they ever produced: the Shadow tee, the Taxi Driver tee, and of course the banner for Timmy's Everywhere, the box logo. And they're giving us what we want for the 30th anniversary, a 30th anniversary t-shirt. But even more awesome than that, we're getting this 3-volume book that shows you every t-shirt Supreme has ever made. I'll be going over everything in the 30th anniversary drop, but first off, I want to make sure that you guys have all the streetwear information that I do, and you can get that in the Fauntleroy's Finest Discord. We have Larry's streetwear calendar that tells you everything you need to know about what's dropping this week. Manny keeps us up to date on all the best shoes dropping throughout the week. The New Wave Lee has given us the best free Supreme community monitors out there. And of course, our boy Re-Up23 with the ACO channel has been cooking up for everybody out there that can't cop on their own.
Oh, geez.
And best of all, the price is free. That's right. All you need to do is click the invite in the description below, and you're in. And if you enjoy these videos, make sure that you subscribe, like the video, and then make sure that you're tuned in for the live stream, doing some giveaways tonight, one for everybody and one just for the YouTube members. Members can get extra slots depending on the membership level. If you want to get more information on memberships, just join the live streams Wednesday nights at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. I'll go over everything there. Alright guys, enough about that crap. Let's get into the drop! First up, we have the script logo 6-panel. Nothing too amazing about this one. Doesn't look bad or anything. I'm just not a big fan of the script logo personally. If you want one of these, grab it. Sure, why not? This one feels like a Kurt Diggler vibe. I think he can get away with it, but I know that I can't, and I don't really see any resale in it. Let's keep going. Next up, we have the 30th anniversary first tee. When I went live yesterday, I said there was no way Supreme could screw this t-shirt up. Well, they did. They basically took a really cool shirt and just put it on the shirt. It's another shirt on a shirt. Why are they giving us so many t-shirts on t-shirts? This is the second one this year.
Good question, Aguado.
And they've made it so small that you can barely even see what it is. The t-shirt that is on the t-shirt was the first Supreme shirt ever made in 1994. It was signed by over 100 skaters, artists, and friends of Supreme, or James Jebbie, I guess, at the time. So definitely a historic shirt. Would have been awesome to just have a short sleeve shirt of that shirt. Probably would have been awesome to have that graphic on the whole shirt just as a shirt. Just make another shirt with that graphic on it. But no, we're just gonna get a shirt with a shirt on it. And if they wanted to kill your resale hopes any worse, hey, wait a second, they did. Because it's coming out in 5 different colorways. That's right. White, black, khaki, navy, red. When they first announced an anniversary tee, I thought, cha-ching, you guys are gonna be happy, we're gonna be happy, everybody's gonna have a good experience this week. I don't really love this t-shirt very much. I'm gonna assume the black colorway will be okay in XXL, XL, but I think this is a pretty bad design. I think they dropped the ball pretty hard here, and not a big fan of this shirt. Here we go, some baggy leather shorts. I'm gonna call them jorts. The new Wave Lee has a chance to pick up some leather jorts. I know he's gonna do it. He can't stay away from stuff like this. And maybe Larry will pick him up to wear with his Rick Owens. Retail estimates have these sitting around $300, which is a lot for a pair of jorts, even if they are made of leather. Next up, we have the Sea Sucker S logo 6-panel. Super!
Come on, slither the nigga snag.
I'm not a really big fan of the Sea Sucker material. Some people like it. I don't particularly much. I don't think that this one's gonna flip as much as, say, just a regular S logo. I think these would make really cool personals, though. There's a lot of different colorways, so that's super cool. And I would imagine that a black one isn't the worst thing you could throw in your cart if you wanted some free shipping. But at the end of the day, I'm considering these personals, so I'm just gonna keep going. Next up, I'm kind of interested in this one, the Our Lady Work shirt. I think it's a really cool idea. I just don't know if I 100% love the execution that they ended up doing here. I'm pretty sure the khaki colorway is going to be the best looking one of these. That colorway should make the graphics, embroidery, all that stuff pop a lot more. $138, not the worst price point for a shirt from Supreme, but I don't really think I can recommend it for reselling. Cool piece though, will be a really cool personal, but it'd be a little risky for reselling. Next up, the wrapped sweatpants. Now, I kind of like this logo. I feel like it's a ripoff of the Pirelli logo. This kind of feels like it has some racing vibes, and I just feel like F1 shit is in right now. Everybody's all about F1 crap. And I think this is kind of a cool logo. I'd have a tough time telling you to buy any sweatpants from Supreme that weren't a collaboration for resale. So these are personals for sure, but they do look pretty cool. Next up, the Manny Special, the Futura lightweight balaclava, $28. Not too bad for a balaclava. You can probably throw it into your cart if you want for some free shipping, maybe. I just think they've been making so many balaclavas lately. It's spring, summer. Who the fuck is wearing a balaclava unless you're robbing a Dollar General or something like that? Not that I would know how to do that.
I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
I guess the black one's probably the one to go after if you really wanted to buy this. That camo one's kind of a cool colorway as well. That being said, nobody's gonna break down your door to buy a balaclava from you. Next up, the Dog's Hooded Sweatshirt. I don't hate this one, but the more I look at it, the more it looks like a horrible mess on the floor. Kind of looks like they told AI to make an angry yet confused dog. This feels like something they just grabbed off of a Google image search. I can't imagine there's that much backstory to this. It looks like something that the people that worked with DMX would have thrown into the garbage, but Supreme pulled it out, flattened it out, put it on a hoodie, and are selling it to you. I wouldn't assume that there's any resale here, but you know what? Maybe big sizes in black. Who knows? You people buy anything. Next up, a second pair of jorts that are actually made out of denim, the Script Baggy Denim Jord. I mean, if this doesn't scream some kind of Jordache rip-off bullshit from the 80s, I don't know what does. The denim one doesn't look half bad, to be honest with you. You can really see that signature there. I'm not really a fan of the other two colorways. The black one doesn't show off at all, and the brown one looks like you should be maybe riding a mechanical bull if you got those on.
That's me taking the bull by the horns.
I cannot imagine that these would be anything other than personals. Your own personal signature jorts. Lucky you. Next up, we have the Sudden Death football jersey. Now, I was about to make this thing my sleeper of the week, but it looks like the estimated retail on it is a bit higher than I'm used to for Supreme jerseys. $148 seems big when they're usually like $118 or $128. Either way, I do think this could do all right in really big sizes. That black and yellow one looks really good, and the white, red, purple one I think also looks pretty good. Not a big fan of that other colorway so much. I do like that they kind of use that Bud Light logo to make sudden death. All that kind of stuff is cool. The attention to detail is decent with this piece. So at the end of the day, I do think like XL, XXL can probably do all right in those two colors I mentioned, but might be just a little more risky than normal because of that $148 price point. Next up, we have the wrapped half-zip hooded sweatshirt. Now again, this one I feel like is inspired by that Pirelli logo. I like this a lot better than the sweatpants. Almost to the point where I probably am going to call this my sleeper of the week. I feel like the white colorway and the charcoal black colorway really could do well in big sizes, XXL, XL. I definitely think they're going to be holds though, but nice big spell out on the back. Being a half zip makes them a little bit interesting. I guess that's why they're $10 more than a normal hoodie, so that's not the best thing in the world. You are going to have to hold these until it probably gets cold again, but you should be able to make like 50, 80 bucks on the big sizes, good colorways. Next up, we have the Jules Ponsu Supreme Saint Pillow. That's right, we are getting a Supreme pillow with an embroidered saint on it. Exactly what you guys have been wanting this whole time, and you're getting it for the low price of $178.
Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
These should be relatively rare, but I'm not even certain that they'll sell out. I know a few of you really want the pillows. $178 seems a little excessive for those though, just in my opinion. These are the kind of items that you should probably buy for personal, and if you're lucky, they'll go up in value and you can sell them. I don't have a lot of faith in Supreme pillows, especially since the really nice ones before aren't doing anything. If you want these though, I think you will have to pick them up pretty quickly. There's a potential that there aren't very many made, like I said, and they sell out instantly. So again, if you want them, I would be going after them quick. But I don't really expect them to resell that well / be worth the risk to spend $180+ on them. But they look cool. I mean, that's something. Next up, the Manny Special of the week, the Mosaic short sleeve shirt. Completely see this being a Manny Special. I already see the Instagram post. He's going to be in the city somewhere with some lights behind him, and he's gonna have this mosaic on. Manny's buying it for the personal, and I think anyone else that buys it should be doing the same as him. I don't see them even really selling out all the way. Cool shirt for sure, but definitely very busy, and I don't really see it being a reseller anyways. So leave it alone, let Manny get his shirt, and let's keep going.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Next up, the Arc Denim Coach's Jacket with a price point of $178. I'm removing sleeper item of the week from that other pile of garbage and putting it right here on this Coach's Jacket. Sleeper item of the week, $178 for a denim Coach's Jacket. I love it. I love it a lot. Nice big branding on the front. I think there's some potential here, especially bigger sizes with this Coach's Jacket. The black and purple colorways probably stick out the most for me, but the olive and the blue one also seem to work as well. I'm not a big fan of the yellow one, but I know some people are. I feel like if you get big sizes XL, XXL, you probably will make some decent money off of this. Again, another hold item, probably have to hold it until it starts to get cold again. But the good thing about Coach's Jackets are they play really well in the summer too. So for folks that just live somewhere that gets chilly at night, throw on a Coach's Jacket. Everything's groovy. As long as you have the ability to sit on whatever this costs you for a little bit, I think it's a really good investment, especially bigger sizes. But play Supreme at your own risk. It's your money, not mine.
Are you sure this is legal?
I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
Next up, we have the MLB team's box logo New Era. These are really cool. I like that they're using other teams, not just Yankees here. Atlanta, Chicago, Detroit, San Francisco, New York, and of course, LA. It's a really cool hat, but the price point is $68. If you were to single cart this hat, taxes and fees are gonna bring it to almost $90 to get it to your door. I think some of the popular teams might have a chance though. The White Sox, the black White Sox hat is really cool. The Dodgers hat is going to be a popular one, and the Yankees obviously is going to do well. I also think the San Francisco hat being camo is really cool and could help it as well. So I think they have potential. There's definitely going to be people that want these hats, but man, that retail is already really, really high. So in my opinion, that hurts a lot of the resale going into it. But again, it having the connection to the MLB might help it out a little bit. If you're willing to risk it, it might be worth a gamble, but it's such a high price point. I don't know if it's really worth it for anything other than a personal. Cool hat though, for sure. Next up, we have this micro flipper pocket knife. When I first saw this thing announced, I was like, yes, I need it. The more I looked into it, it's not a very big knife. It's probably about the size of a pen without the cap on it. And the blade is a little bit bigger than 2 inches, so maybe something like that. Not very big. With a price point of $78 though, not that bad. It is kind of a quick flip knife. I thought it was like a switchblade, you know, coming out the top maybe. But it isn't. It just kind of quick flips up and then back. And in my opinion, this is going to be a personal. Knives don't really hold value that well with Supreme. Some of the older ones do, but Recent years, not so much. Super cool item though. I know a lot of you guys are gonna cop one, and it'll be a great item to open up all the rest of your packages that you get from Supreme with. And finally, the number one item of the week, the 3-volume Supreme t-shirt set. All the t-shirts that they've made between 1994 and today. Now, I was originally told this was limited to 1,500 volumes. I'm not sure if that's 100% the case or not. That might be completely a lie. I think this is a really great piece of history. There's not a lot of places that you can look back in the archives of what Supreme made. This is going to be an important book in streetwear history. Not to mention, there's lots of F words in it.
Nice.
Not sure if it'll resell or not. I imagine that it will. If it's rare, I definitely think it will. If it's not rare, I think you might have to hold on to it for a while, but then eventually you'll start to see that price point tick up, because it's going to be such an interesting piece archiving, you know, basically the history of the original streetwear brand.
Your opinion means very little to me.
Alright guys, there you go. This entire Supreme 30th anniversary drop list. What do you guys think about it? Are you going to go after anything this week? Or are you going to wait till the next 30th anniversary?
Well, I'm just not sure about that right now.
Let me know in the comments down below what you're going after. Myself, I'm probably going to go after that t-shirt book set. Not really feeling the 30th anniversary tee, but I might go after one. Who knows? I don't think that they'll sell out as fast as they would have had they just made it a box logo or some other random cool image. Interested to hear what you guys think about it.
I don't like it.
Thank you guys for watching the video, and if for some reason this video didn't give you the fill of Fauntleroy that you need in your life today, well, then you should check out these videos right here.
All the homies crashing on some full time, eating all the perkins on some full time shit.